Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, for the Super Nintendo. One of my favorite games of all time. And, I loved the Ninja Turtles since I was a kid, and I just really love this game. Probably my favorite Turtles game of all time. And the story behind this game goes, I actually got this as a present for Easter. And I know Easter's not normally a holiday you get presents on, but this time I managed to finagle it. I managed to make it work, and I managed to convince my parents to get it for me. And I've loved it ever since. It's actually the second Super Nintendo game I ever had after Super Mario World, which of course came with the system. So this was the first Super Nintendo game I ever got as a gift or purchased or whatever. Anyway, we've got 4 different modes. 1 player, you can play with 2 players. Even if you play a 1-player game, a second player can join in at any time by pressing start. So there's that. A versus mode where you choose a turtle and your friend chooses a turtle and you fight each other. And I wasted too much time on the title screen. No. No spoilers. And then time trial. You know what? It's been so long I don't even know what time trial does. But let's go with 1-player mode and get through this. And of course, we have Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. I'm going to play as Michelangelo, my favorite turtle. And here we have April O'Neil. This is April O'Neil reporting. You can skip this cutscene if you want by pressing a button, but I'm not going to. Ha ha ha! Hey Shredder! Bring that statue back, you bloated beanbag!
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
3 a.m. in the Big Apple. And each stage is going to have one of these silhouettes. You can kind of figure out who you're going to face. All these characters come from the cartoon. And of course we've got plenty of foot soldiers to beat around. They come in various different colors. These kind of purplish ones are your standard foot soldiers. You can see blue ones. And each foot soldier has its own gimmick. The blue ones tend to have weapons. He's got a double-bladed sai. The purple ones just kind of fight you hand to hand. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but don't get caught underneath that or you will get hurt pretty bad. Come over here and hit this can and it'll blow up, killing 1 guy. Hopefully it kills a few more than that. If you can grab an enemy and bash it like that, it'll kill other enemies and you'll get more points for it. Try to save pizzas until you're low on health. You cannot move back through the stage, so grab it when it shows up, but make sure you've cleared all the enemies before you've done so. And of course we've got Krang here, returning to the scene of the crime. Oh gosh. Too many guys. Get over here. And just run by him in between laser bursts. And another wrecking ball. You can kind of lure enemies over to the wrecking ball as well. And it'll kill them. Whoa. So the blue guys tend to have weapons. The red guys tend to have throwing weapons. Like you just saw, one of them had a shuriken. There are others that will have throwing knives and other things. And here we have our first boss, Baxter Stockman. Back when he was a fly monster and not a cyborg guy like he is in more recent Ninja Turtles lore. Oh gosh! And I got plastered. Try and get him cornered into the onto one side or the other. Eventually you'll knock away his gun and he'll switch to this handgun, if you will. And if he hits you, he'll laugh at you. Just kick him in the face. I'm gonna grab that pizza now, because he's... Oh, well, one more kick and he was dead. It's a good thing I grabbed that pizza when I did. The more health you have, the more points you'll get at the end of the stage. And eventually you'll gain enough points to where it gives you extra lives. I believe it's every 200 points. Alley Cat Blues. Now if you defeat an enemy regularly, it'll give you 1 point. There are 2 other ways to kill an enemy like that. If you manage to slam an enemy like that, it'll give you 2 points. You can actually toss enemies to the screen, and that I think gives you 3 points. But the good thing about that move where you're slamming enemies into the ground is, oh, there you go. It'll also give you 2 points for any other enemy that you hit with the character you're smashing, and you can knock that manhole cover back at the bad guy. And yes, that does indeed give you 3 points. So there you go. Get Katana Dude over here. So try and get it so that you can throw them or toss them around. Oh gosh! I don't like you. Go away. Okay, and that's the last of them. Grab that pizza. Whoops! Didn't get away from him quite quick enough. And we'll just slam. I tend to like slamming enemies more than I do throwing them. Because you'll just take out more enemies that way. As you can see, I can take out quite a few enemies in one go. Get off me! Each turtle has a special attack which I don't like to use because it costs health to use them. So only use them in dire circumstances. Ah, you butt. Okay, we got rid of them. Now this pizza box with the bomb on it makes you spin in a invincible kind of state. Good. I knocked that manhole back. And now you see we got an extra life for getting 200 points. I got at least one of those guys. Now we gotta fight Metalhead. You butt. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab that pizza, shall we? Because and avoid his attacks. Eventually, after you do enough damage to him, he's gonna start freezing in place. Whoops! But we're not gonna get to see that. And he's got a gun out! And he blew up. Now that empty manhole, without the manhole cover on it, you can actually fall down there. Just so you're aware. I don't remember if it takes off any health, but anyway, we're on to sewer surfing, and this is kind of a bonus level, but not really. You can earn bonus points, but there's still enemies and there's still a boss at the end, and you can still die in the stage, so it's hard for me to really call it a true bonus stage. It's only a bonus in the sense that you gain extra points for any enemy you kill. And you'll see what I mean at the end. So you want to try and kill as many guys as you can. And avoid those mines. Even though it's funny to kind of try and run into them. Grab as many pieces as you can. If you saw what I just... Oh, those gates can be a pain. Oh, and that's what happens when you touch a mine. Your toes. Ah. And watch the water here. Because these alien-looking pizza monsters will jump out at you if you're not careful. Just do a jump kick and you can take care of them pretty good. And there should be one more pizza. Yes, and we got it. So here's what I mean. Like you gain bonus points for every foot soldier, pizza monster, bonus pizza. I don't actually know how to get those other bonus points that it mentioned. But yeah, here's the boss, the Rat King. And just stay down here and attack him. Especially now, when he's launching those mines, just smash on him. Just keep pounding away. And he'll go down pretty easy. And that's stage 3 done. Sewer surfing. And now we're heading towards the Technodrome. Or Technodrome. Is it a Technodrome or Technodome? I don't even remember. No, I was right the first time. Technodrome. Let's kick shell. I should not doubt myself. Now be careful here, because a couple of these robots will come up. Don't go too far ahead, because more enemies will show up, and these are hard enough to deal with alone, without more enemies popping up. Stop punching me in the back, dude. I don't appreciate... And now I do that. Ah. Whoops. Okay, got 2 of them. And there we go. Now this stage is going to introduce a new enemy type pretty soon. You'll see on those conveyor belts. The Mousers. And these guys can be a real pain in the butt. Don't bite me. No, 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 no. I wanted you... Okay, really? Yeah, it'll bite you and it'll clamp onto your hand. And you'll have to shake it off. Killed you guys. Go away, Mouser. I don't want you in my life. And these guys are a pain. Because they'll block your regular attacks. You either have to use like a charging attack or like the last move of your combo. Let's just, yeah. Or use another enemy to kill it. Like this. Except, Game. Okay, grab this. Do our spinny thing. And now we're at the first boss fight of this level. Toka and Razor. Master say, have fun. Wow, just watch their attacks. Whoops. Look out, Mikey. And sometimes they'll bump into each other, and that's good. 2, 3. Yes. So hit him 3 times. Marisa's already done, and he turns into a cute little wolf pup. He's so cute. Oh, and that's what happens when Toka's attack hits you. Oh gosh, he's like spamming that right now. I don't think I've ever seen that. he turns into a little turtle. Kind of feel bad about, you know, beating up on our own kind, but you do what you gotta do. And of course, those were characters from the second movie, not actually from the cartoon series. So that was kind of interesting that they added those two to the game. I'm sure it was partially to do with selling more movie tickets, but you know, do what you can. And we got another extra life. Ah, you butts! Get out of my face! I'm gonna grab that pizza before I die. So I haven't mentioned this yet, but those robots, try and avoid getting caught in its, you know, it's not the laser, but it's kind of like an electric whip that'll like trap you and shock you. That does a ton of damage. The laser's not so bad, but that whip will mess you up quick. Then we continue up this elevator, and these guys just appear from the ground. There we go, and those weren't too bad. And now we go on to the real boss of this stage, which is the Shredder. Tonight I dine on turtle soup. So basically what I do here is I try to run across the top of the screen. To damage him, you have to actually toss foot soldiers up at him. Shredder himself has 2 attacks. You see those crosshairs? If they turn red, he'll shoot you with his gun. He also has these claws that if they grab you, they do that same electric damage I told you about earlier. Oh gosh. The problem with doing this on hard mode is that these enemies are shield enemies. They block you, and they're the hardest ones to deal with. However, at the same time, I kind of think they're easier to do, because if you just like run across the top of the screen back and forth and ram into them, you can throw them fairly easily and regularly. I don't know if that's the same for normal and easy. I just know that the foot soldiers you have to deal with are different. But with Shredder defeated, he throws us into a time warp, and we get sent back in time.
Prehistoric Turtlesaurus.
Prehistoric turtle. I'm not even gonna try and figure out how many zeros there are there. I don't even have time to count them all anyway. But it's a long time ago. Now move forward slowly through here. Whoops. When you see the ground start shaking and start hearing that chomping sound, jump up in the air, because dinosaurs will run across the screen and flatten you if you don't. Of course, sometimes it's hard to tell that sound from when you're just bashing guys into the ground, like I was a second ago. But you just kind of, after you play for a while, you just kind of remember where things are, where enemies will pop up. We got a new enemy type, the axe-wielding foot soldier. They're not too terribly tough, but if they try and attack you with the axe and miss, their axe gets stuck in the ground, which is kind of funny. Now you notice up at the top there are these blue, what are they, stalactites or stalagmites? I can never remember. But if you approach them, they drop. Oh gosh. And here we have our first foot soldier, or not foot soldier, our, what are they, stone warriors? I don't even remember. I think I got them. Okay, April, what are you doing here? Oh boy. Yep. And death number 1. Stop it! There we go. We're gonna get some more enemies because the screen didn't scroll over. Those guys are much easier to deal with. And yellow enemies. Oh, I missed them. If you're lucky, these bomb guys will throw bombs that will kill these shield guys, but I was only lucky enough for one of those. But I seem to have scrolled 2 of them off the screen, so that's okay. Yes, that's exactly what I want to have happen. When my nose is itching, and it's a really inopportune time for that. Of course, oh no! I was trying to run, but I was trying to jump, but oh well. But yeah, those dinosaurs can be advantageous to you in that they will also damage foot soldiers if they run over them. Oh, I got one of them. Good. And good. We got some more stone warriors. Wow. Okay, good. Die, dang. And now we got the hardest part of this thing. Oh my gosh, Slash is such a pain in the butt. Oh gosh. Expect to see me lose a few lives here. No! Why does it do that? Oh my gosh. You want to try and get him to jump because you can only damage him from the back. And if you jump, you get an opportunity to hit him. Or if he jumps, you get an opportunity to hit him in the back. Otherwise, you're screwed. Okay. Oh, I wasted too much time there. Ah, he managed to hit me in midair. What is this? Okay. This is where, if you're playing as Raph, it could be kind of hard to deal with. And yeah, he'll also do that spinning attack. Try not to get hit by it. Oh my gosh, it's doing it again. I gotta be more careful. But when he rebounds, you get another opportunity to attack him. Wow. And I'm dead again, but that's okay. Whoops. No, don't get me in the corner. Get out of there, Mikey. No. Oh, darn it. Oh, but I managed to... Okay, good. Phew. Yeah, he's a tough customer. But we're moving on through. Now we're going to a pirate ship. Skull and Crossbones. We took a huge jump in time. Okay. And we get an extra life. Thank you. I will take that. Aw, missed. Wow. Why was I going after those guys? It was dumb. You notice these little kind of weird pieces of wood on the ground? Don't step on these. Excuse me. Because a board, it's a loose board, and it'll smack you in the face or send you flying depending on what direction you're coming from. And it's not good. There we go. Get both of them on one side. Oh, I got flattened. No, 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 no. Oh, well. There goes the extra life I just got. Okay. Now we wait. Alright. Whoops. And see, that time I was smart and didn't try and kill it. I just got out of the way. That's what you should do. One has to wonder why these foot soldiers were off hanging off the side of the boat in the first place. Why would they do that? And that poor foot soldier had no chance. Now these yellow guys are some of the strongest foot soldiers in the game, so be very careful around them. They throw these frisbees at you that are just really hard to deal with. Go kill it. And now we finally get to see Bebop and Rocksteady, and they attack you one at a time. So we're going to have Captain Rocksteady up first, I guess. You only need to beat one of these guys. And yeah, sometimes they'll go down together and they'll get stuck in each other's weapons. Ah, come on. Finish him off. There we go. So as you can see, I just defeated Rocksteady, and they end up beating each other up for some reason. And we're done with Skull and Crossbones. To the next time period. I think that how these time warps just spit out the turtle and then the new one just swallows them up. Bury my shell at Wounded Knee. And we're on a train in the Wild West. So you use that bowl. Oh, well, that didn't go very well. If you use that barrel and you're running when you hit it, you can rack up a ton of enemies. But I didn't do that very well. And we've got foot soldiers riding horses, of course. And for those that aren't familiar with the show, which you should be familiar with the show, you should go watch it right now if you haven't seen it, because it's amazing. But you may be wondering why these, why the foot soldiers always explode when I kill them. It's because they're not really human. They're actually just robots. So I'm not making actual humans explode. Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to throw that guy. That's okay. I got rid of two of them before it was a problem. Now go carefully through here. I knew there was another one coming. This is the best way to deal with him. Just keep him off to the side of the screen. And here, there's going to be some barrels. I timed that poorly, but I managed to get through it okay. I'm going to have to grab that pizza. And no, I should have waited, but that's okay. And that guy was going to throw some knives at me, but he didn't get a chance to. And now this guy has this like weird chain and hammer thing. Where are they? You hit this. Whoa! Box of firecrackers and it'll blow up everything in sight. And there's a ton of these guys. I know there's one more. There we go. If you're not sure if you've killed it, check the score. And now we're at the boss. Leatherhead, one of my favorite characters. So when he goes down like that, be careful. These lobsters you can actually throw back at him. Oh, I missed. But that's okay. You'll see what happens maybe now. Oh no! My toes! Okay, if you hit the third one back at him, it'll latch onto his foot and he'll be frozen for a minute. Which is a great time to just waylay on him. He's actually a fairly easy boss. Much easier than the last two. I'll tell you about. And he's being really cooperative. He's just throwing lobsters this entire time. He has another attack. Oh gosh, here we go. He's just throwing lobsters every time. I'm not complaining. Here's his other attack. He'll throw knives at you, but they're easily avoided. And he'll put up his dukes and fight you. Grab that pizza quick! Oh gosh. 777. That's an awesome amount of points. We're pretty close to another life, which I'm very thankful for. We're done with the Wild West, and we're moving on. Let's see where we head up next. Oh gosh. Say we're going to the future. 2020. So in 7 years. This is what the world's going to look like. It's showtime! Bonus chance! Yes, and an extra life. So this is kind of a neat layout for the stage. Whoops, I missed one. Up to this point we've been doing horizontal stages, but now we're in a vertical section. This is the only time in the game where we're going to have something like this. Wah! Those mouses were driving by really fast. Whoops. And those orbs are actually pizzas. These guys are hard to get. You kind of have to judge where they are and jump kick at them. That's it. Alright. And if I pause the game, you'll notice that the colors that are flashing are the colors for both my player and the second player. So it's alternating between orange and purple. It'd be different depending on what turtle you're playing as. And we'll look off in the distance. There's old Krang. And it's boss time. Face the wrath of Super Krang. Ah. Watch out for that move. Stop it. There we go. Got some hits on him. And he just darts around the area like that. Try and hit and run. Avoid that attack if you can. Don't shoot rockets. He's got one other attack which he's going to do when he loses enough health. Yeah, just get in and hit him. If you can hit him a couple times, that's great. But don't push your luck. Whoops. Ah, that was poo. Oh gosh. Wow. And that's Mikey. Okay, here's his other attack. What you want to do is you want to jump up, and at the top of your jump, press the attack button. Ooh, that was interesting. I believe he does that one more time. Yeah, here we go. So each turtle has different jump attacks that he can do. Well, each turtle has the same jump kicks that they can do, but they trigger differently, as you can see. You're going to pay. Neon Night Riders is clear. So that's what we have to look forward to in the future. And now we're going to outer space. 2100 Starbase, where no turtle has gone before, as the guy says. I like the way he says that. Before. It's like he got cut off. Oh gosh. It's not a nice way to greet a guy who's visiting your space station. Just shoot a laser at him. Oh gosh, and these guys are not fun. No, 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 don't get me again. We got more Stone Warriors, yes. Oh, and he punched me. He punched me again. I love how I sound surprised that he actually tried to punch me. No, 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 no. I don't like this. I don't like this. So, my suggestion is to get rid of those little robots as quickly as possible. Make that your priority rather than the foot soldiers. Beam me up, foot soldier. Let's see if we can build up to another extra life. Okay. Darn it. And if you need to clear some space, use a jump kick. Or you could use your Ah, you poop. I knew you were going to be the death of me at some point. I hate these guys. Especially when there's two of them on either side of the screen. But they're gone. Now this area, this can be crazy. You don't want to be standing on one of those tiles that has that shining blue, but you have to fight on here. So just be aware of where you're standing. Don't step on those blue tiles, because if oh no! If you do and they trigger they freeze you. There's a weird glitch with that green ball that you can do. If you get to it and you hit it, sometimes it turns into a bouncing laser beam. I don't know what causes that, but it's really weird and kind of awesome. Whoa, and these guys with the napalm. And we get another one up in 1,000 points. Whoa. Whoa, and that move sucks. Whoops. I like how these shoots say foot on them, telling you that they're gonna come out of there. Now watch out for there because some lasers will pop out. We don't want that. So you just gotta be careful you're not standing in front of the laser beams while you're fighting. And unfortunately the lasers don't hurt the foot soldiers, but they sure hurt you. Got some more stone wars to deal with, and then boss time. I'm gonna take that pizza, and it's Krang. Now you can hit him 3 times before he disappears, and then he'll reappear somewhere. Try not to get hit by that. And sometimes he's just high enough where you can't hit him with a regular attack. You have to jump kick him. So just kind of see where his altitude is. Oh no, and that's what happens when you get hit by that attack. There we go. Right now he's not too bad. He's gonna start doing things that are not fun. Oh no! Oh gosh, I thought I was gonna get hit by that. Okay, here we go. Now he's gonna start dropping these guys. Go away! When he's high like that, he's gonna start slamming the ground. But he's actually kinda easy to hit when he does that. Just let him slam the ground, and it should be fine. Whoa gosh! Ah! Yeah, these guys are the real danger in this boss fight. Ah, you butt. But he's dead. And he blew up. That looks really bad. That holds our way home. Let's go. That really does look really bad. But we're on to the final stage. Back to the Technodrome. Back to our time. 1992, which was 21 years ago. The final shell shock. Of course, we're going up against Shredder, but not just any Shredder. It's Super Shredder. Again, from the movie Turtle Soup. My favorite. So, this one you kind of just gotta... Yeah. You kind of just gotta stay to the side of him and wait until you get an opportunity to attack him. The best opportunity to attack him is when he's gonna do his blue move, like that, but I missed. You can also try and get him during the green move, but be warned that if he hits you with that green move, it's an instant death. You will lose 1 life automatically. So it's just safer to wait for the blue one. There we go. I I missed. And you'll miss more often than not. He does not give you an opening to attack him, really. Wow. So you just gotta get him when you can. Oh, see, and there we go. That's what happens. You lose a life instantly. So, yeah. You don't want to get hit by that too often. Or at all, if possible. The fire is not so bad if you get hit by it. Oh gosh. Go! Missed twice. Sometimes it's hard to figure out how much distance you need to put between you and Shredder. Go, 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 go! But yeah, basically this fight is just, you know, patience. You have to be patient and wait for your opportunity. Don't try and go gung-ho and take big risks. Wait for your opportunity. It'll come. And I think maybe one more round of attacks might be enough. Yes, there it goes. Super Shredder, you're done. And we just beat the game. And there's Old Lady Liberty hanging out in the back. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, our 4 reptilian heroes, have overcome the arch-villain Shredder. Wink. Look at that grin from Splinter. And look at that guy. That guy just jumping for joy back there. He photobombed. He totally photobombed that picture. And this scene always kind of worried me because it looks like Raph is about to go flying off the side of that. I'm not sure what he's thinking there, but he's not standing on anything. He's not grabbing hold of anything. He's just kind of in the air. And I'm like, you should probably grab onto something, dude. You're going to fly off. But there's Mikey. And there's Don piloting the turtle blimp, of course. And Leo on the side. Oh my gosh, I love this game so much. It's so much fun. I love the Turtles, and this is one of the better beat 'em up titles, I think, that you'll find out there. Oh boy. Produced by Konami. Konami really, in the Super Nintendo in the Super Nintendo era, I feel like they just could not do any wrong. I'm sure they brought out some stinkers here and there, but they sure brought out a lot of fantastic games. And there's Leo. That was his special maneuver. And poor Mikey got knocked, and see, that's what happens when you fall down the manhole. Here's Donnie, that's his special maneuver. Of course, all those special moves take away health, so don't use them if you can avoid it. And there's Raph. Of course, April O'Neil and Splinter. And the Statue of Liberty. That was kind of an important part of this story, too. And of course, our foot soldier fodder that we had to beat our way through. And Roadkill Rodney, that's the attack you want to avoid. And the Pizza Monster! That was one of my favorite episodes, too. And Mousers, of course. I hate Mousers so much. And these guys, I don't even remember what they're called. Robot Walkers. How original. I guess we'll figure out what they're... Stone Warrior. Stone Warrior with an O. That's important. That O is important. Otherwise, it's a completely different word. Baxter Stockman. Of course, Metalhead. I love how Donnie's eyes get like knocked out of his head there. And the Rat King. So yeah, the majority of these characters come from the cartoon. And there's a few like Toka and Razor here that come from the movie. The second one, Secret of the Ooze. Slash is from the cartoon. Of course, Bebop and Rocksteady. Always. Of course, you gotta put those lackeys in there. Leatherhead. Leatherhead was one of my favorites. And Krang. And this is how they choose to represent Krang on the credits. Then Shredder. And finally Super Shredder, and he just killed Donnie and Raph in one shot. That was not very nice of you, Super Shredder. Congratulations, you have completed your training and are now true ninjas. Cowabunga. That message would be different if you beat it on normal or easy. But I always play on hard. And I beat the game in under 30 minutes. With 1,000+ points. That's pretty cool. So yeah, this has been Let's Play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. If you have a chance to play this, I strongly recommend picking it up because it's an amazing game. Even if you're not that into beat 'em ups, it's the Turtles. It's the Ninja Turtles. You gotta love it. But that's it for this LP. I'll see you for the next one, whenever that is. And until then, I wish you all the best. See you later.